Remove the 24 bolts securing the upper and lower final drive assembly to the differential using a lifting device or crane. Then, remove the 24 bolts securing the upper and lower final drive assembly to the differential using a lifting device or crane. Then, move the final drive assembly to a safe location where it is out of the way. Following that, use the crane or lifting device to detach the differential from the lowered final drive assembly. Then place the differential in a location where you can safely work on it to remove the input yoke. Fortunately, we do not have one.
Firstly, there will be a castle nut and an O-ring securing it in place. After removing the castle nut and the O-ring, the input yoke should come right out. After removing the input yoke, the oscillating support should also come out easily. After removing these components, take out the 15 bolts that hold the input shaft housing to the differential case. Once the input shaft housing is removed, use a press to push out the input shaft, or alternatively, hit the end of the shaft with a dead blow hammer gently until it unseats. You can adjust the pinion contact point by adding shims to the pinion input shaft. These adjustments will influence the contact patch between the pinion and crown gear. To see the gear markings of the pinions and crown gears, apply paint to the contact face of the gears to see where they engage with each other. Rotate the pinion gear while it is in mesh with the crown gear to see the contact pattern. The area that is strongest and most effective in transferring torque is the center of the tooth. To reinstall the input shaft into the input housing, insert the shaft into the housing. Since the shaft is press fitted, inserting it will not fully seat it into the inner race of the bearing. A few taps with a dead blow hammer should help seat the shaft into the inner race, but if that doesn't work, use a press to seat the shaft into the bearing.
To reinstall the differential output bearing cone, chilling the bearing should help it shrink the inner race, allowing it to fit easier.
Yep. You got. Can you pull her out all the way?
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Good.
Gus, do you want to take your picture?
I'm taking a video.
To reinstall the differential output bearing cone, chilling the bearing should help it shrink the inner race, allowing it to fit easier. If it doesn't want to seat, slight taps on the inner race with a dead blow hammer should help. You can adjust the end plate of the bearing on each side of the differential by shimming the bearing quill. End plate serves various purposes. For example, as bearings heat up, they expand, and this end plate adjustment compensates for that.
Adjusting bearing preload. First, take a rolling torque bar and rotate the differential 6 times, rolling the bearings. After this, get a dial indicator and place it onto the ring gear. Then take a pry bar or another tool and record the play of the ring gear. Take this measurement, add the specified preload, and add